Yeah, I mean, the reason we schedule those four teams, they're tough teams, and they're going to show us what we need to work on, and show us where we are. And right, I mean, some of those teams will do very well in their conferences, so it gives us kind of that bigger perspective to kind of the reality of where we need to work on stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's not fun to be 0-4. That's not, ideal. It's definitely hurt some confidence of our girls and stuff. But, and again, we can only go up. So that's kind of what we're trying to stress to them, that we can only go forward. Conference is the start of a new kind of season within our season. So really trying to kind of push for, some of those different bigger picture type things. But yeah, I mean, we just got to move forward. Luckily, we, still have our team kind of confidence is rattled, but it's still there. Our culture is still there. So that's kind of going to keep us and drive us as we go forward. Yeah, I mean, I think it's look at all the positives within all the games we played, right? There are positives. I mean, you're talking a Cedarville team that if you look at the score, it was 4-1, but we played very well in that first 30 minutes until kind of the first goal happened. And then, but even moments in the second half where we kind of, we should have had some opportunities that kind of cracked through. But so it's kind of, instead of looking at it as the losses, looking towards the positives of each game. And I think that's what our girls are kind of trying to focus on a little more too. And so we're trying to really stress those positives. And then, I think our girls haven't given up hope. They're more mad than anything, mad because they know that we're capable, which when talking to our captains yesterday, that is a good thing, and I feel good about that. If they're not just losing hope, that they're actually kind of pissed off, and that's a good thing, right? And hopefully, heading into conference, kind of is a driving force that they are tired of getting beat, right? And so I think we're in a good spot where they're more mad than anything because they know that we're good enough, and it's just kind of putting a full game together. Yeah, the two of them have, again, they're kids that you can tell to do something, they're going to do it. And I think a lot of our freshmen, and granted, a lot of our team is that way. But no, yeah, Braden's really embraced kind of wherever we put her on the field. She really doesn't bat an eye at, okay, now you're going to be in the midfield, now you're going to be here. So that's always nice. And then, yeah, players like Lizzie, players like Kenzie in the middle, and then even, Sophia Rader and Peyton out, up top. Every freshman is bought into, I'm going to do whatever the team needs. And then also our returners buying into that as well, and buying into the fact that, okay, I might have a freshman next to me. I might have two freshmen next to me, right? But, yeah, I mean, everyone's kind of buying into the fact that, 30 girls are going to have to be the reason we win. It can't be 11 girls. It can't be, 2 or 3 having a really good game. Everyone has to have a good game, and I think everyone's buying into that concept. Yeah, no, I think, again, a confidence booster. She's had so many opportunities, and, it's finally for one to go in. I think also a confidence booster for our team. I think they really, you see the reaction of a fifth-year senior with AK going up and giving her a big chest bump, hug, whatever they were trying to do. But those moments, it's a confidence booster for everyone, and it's kind of that culture boost as well. But yeah, I need her to continue to score, and I need a lot of people to start scoring. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a little confidence boost here and there. So yeah, I mean a ref season in real time. It was close. It was. It was kind of Olivia Getty was the one that actually scored on it, but it was just kind of like a big, just chaos in front of the goal. And, a ref's going to see it in real time, and we don't have replay yet, so it potentially could be coming soon. But, yeah, it is what it is. At that point, would it have changed the dynamic of the game? Yeah, probably, but it also was late in the second half, so I don't know, would it have changed the result? Not too sure. Yeah, we're asking her to do a lot. We're asking our center backs and our defenders, our outside backs, to do a lot, which I would love them to have kind of an easier day. That would make me feel a little better. But no, yeah, she's coming up with big saves, and she's doing what we need her to do. If you asked her, she'd probably love to save a few more, because that means we could potentially win or tie. But yeah, she's doing what we're asking her to do, and she's saving our butts a couple times there. She really is. It could be a lot different of score lines if she can't save some of those breakaways or different breakdowns on the back line. So yeah, I'm glad we're finally getting out of here and going. I think the road honestly is going to be a good reset for us. Get out. I think just the culture building you can do on the road as well. Like you're kind of stuck with each other in a hotel or on a bus. Like that's a good thing. And it just gets us out of this kind of, I think, the rut we're in at home. Like it's going to be a fresh kind of start. But yeah, I mean, Parkside and Roosevelt are two teams that, and any GLIAC game we face is going to be a battle, regardless of what the team's record is, where they stand in the, the rankings and all that. Like Parkside is looking for a win too. They haven't won on the season yet, so that's going to be a huge battle. At their grass field isn't the best, so that's going to be a fun one. We're trying to think of strategic ways to kind of fake kind of having grass and the way the ball needs to play different and all that. And then, I mean, Roosevelt's they're riding on a couple wins and, the first Division II wins they have. So they have some momentum. So again, going to be a tough game at their place, on the road. So, but really actually looking forward to getting our team out of Houghton, out of the UP. Let's just have a change of pace. I think that will help us. Yeah, I mean, I think last year it lends a good kind of outlook to it, but also looking at our conference, how much teams have changed. I mean, Parkside lost a ton to graduation in the transfer portal, and they're going to have a pretty new, fresh team, similar to kind of how we just have 12 freshmen. So it's unique in just some of those, like, yeah, you can kind of take some of the different coaching styles or philosophies with the coaches that are still there, but also personnel can change a lot, right? Like, I don't think our team is playing the same as we were last year, right? Which is an interesting thing as you have to go and look and scout, because I think other teams are kind of that same way, where you can kind of take some of that, but you also just have to watch a lot of film and try to see what they're trying to implement. And, Parkside, if you look at their record, they probably feel like they didn't have a great year last year, so you got to try to change stuff, right? And that's the same what we're doing. And so I'm sure they're going to come out with something different. And, it's just scouting to kind of see what we need to find a little bit. For sure, yeah. I mean, we had a great meeting with our 4 captains yesterday, and that was the conversation, right? Like, that standard has to be better. And I challenged our girls and said, as a coaching staff, we're going to look in the mirror and we're going to say, what can we do better as a staff? And I challenged them that they have to do the same, right? It can't just be, I can't go play for them. God, I wish I could get in goal and could play the same way I played in college, but like, I can't. I'm stuck on the sidelines, right? And so that's where I challenged them to say, hey, like, am I doing the best I can? Whether that person's a starter, whether that person's sitting on the bench and may not play this year, like, everyone has a role, and I've really even challenged those players that may not play to, like, what can I do better to make make the starters better in practice? Am I coming to practice every day, like, really wanting to leave it all out on the field? Am I doing that every game? So kind of just, again, raising that standard a bit, taking a bit of ownership from our coaching staff all the way to our players of, it's got to be better. Like, 0-4 is not good enough, and they would be the first ones to say that as well, right? So, yeah, raising that standard, that self-reflection a bit. We had that meeting with our captains, and we challenged them to give a little more to challenge the rest of the group as well. So, I think some of that dynamic is going to change, and maybe I think for the better. But I think the biggest thing out of everything is our culture, and that belief is still there. If that were to be rattled, that would be a big red flag for me. But right now, like, they all are just more mad than anything, I think is the best way to put it. Like, they're not giving up, which is, again, as a coach, one of the best things to hear is, like, they're more mad than they are rattled, I guess, is more of what it is. So.